and I'll record them and post it as well so you can come back to it. So up the top here we've got the formula that we write. Here it's been written in a slightly different order to what I usually write it. So I usually write a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It's an easy way to remember it. And the only thing that's really important, Logan, is which side? Thanks, Logan. Alright, so the hypotenuse is always the letter C. Okay? So we always label the letter C on the longest side, the hypotenuse. Apart from that, it doesn't matter which way you get A and B around, it doesn't make a difference. Okay? So looking at our first example here, if I'm going to label my sides A, B and C, the only one that matters is which of these three sides? X. And what am I going to label X, Alex? H or C. Okay? The other two sides I'm going to label A and B. Alright? Now my first step with any Pythagoras problem is going to be to write out the formula a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay? And that's to show the marker that you've identified what kind of question you're dealing with. So even if you don't get the question right and get an achieved grade for it, you may get a N1 or an N2 for showing some steps of working. Okay? Alright, next step of working is to do what? Put in the numbers that we've been given. So A we've been told is 2, B we've been told is 3, and C is what we're looking for, so that's X. Okay, got to remember to put the squares in there as well. Okay, alright, so now we work out what 2 squared and 3 squared is. So 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9. What's 4 plus 9, Josh? 13. So X squared equals 13. Alright, so how am I going to find what X is if X squared is 13? Square root. So X equals the square root of 13. Now you do have access to calculators in your external exams. Okay, it's just the cat where you don't. So we need calculators out. We need to calculate the square root of 13. And we should get 3.61. Okay, now it's heartbreaking to get to this point and still get the question wrong. Thank you. We need centimetres. Okay, yes. Well, just wait, guys. Let's go through the next example and then we'll have questions, okay? Alright, so question 2, same sort of thing. We've got another triangle that we're needing to label. So which side am I going to label C to start off with? Josh? Which is? No. Okay, so that's C and the other two are A and B. So now I'm going to write out the formula. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Now I'm going to put in the numbers. So I've got 5 squared plus X squared equals 6 squared. And if I'm wanting to get X squared by itself, what am I going to do? Rearrange it. So I'm going to subtract 5 squared from both sides. So they cancel out or add to 0. And X squared equals 6 squared minus 5 squared. Okay, what's 6 squared? 36. What's 5 squared? What's 36 minus 25? 11. Okay, so X is going to be the square root of 11, which is 3.32. And that is also centimetres. Okay, time for questions. Yes?
On the first question, when it says to one decimal place, does that just mean 3.6?
That's right, so I should be writing 3.6 centimetres. Thank you. Any other questions? Excellent. So underneath there I've got some work for you guys to go through. Those of you that have your laptops can get on with that, and those of you that don't have your laptops, I've got some other work for you to do.